Hello everybody. So today we're going to be back to surviving Mars. And the good news is I actually did get the audio to work. So we will be able to listen to the default radio station, no problems. As always, I'll be monitoring the stream for lag and checking the chat room if you want to chat with me. I also moved the interface this time. I realized that I had moved it directly in front of all the information panels in the first video. So without further ado, let's get started. So just to give a quick recap, we got our first dome down and some basic infrastructure going. We are waiting for a passenger rocket to bring us more individuals for the dome. It's almost here. And then in research, I want to show you guys what we're researching. The last 20 minutes or so of the last video froze and no one was able to see what was happening. So these are the lineup we have. Let me get out of the mushroom farm and go ahead and just start jumping ahead until we can get our passengers down here.
Sector scanned.
So our passenger rocket's here. Go ahead and order it to land there. These buildings that aren't working, that the alerts are on, is because I've opened up the other shifts so our new colonist can come in and fill it. So those will go away here in a second. So exciting, getting more space friends. Speed this up a little. And our passengers have arrived. I just checked the stream and our audio is a little loud on the game, so I'm going to correct that real quick. Okay, so let's get these colonists in.
New colonists have arrived.
Oh yay, you guys can hear all the notifications and stuff now. I'm really excited. It took me forever to figure out how to get this to work. Realtek is really hard to work around with Streamlabs. Okay, so we're waiting for all our positions to be filled so we can see where our shifts can close down. It seems like everyone's at a job, so we'll go ahead and just close off any extra shifts. Make sure all our positions are taken. We're looking quite nice. Okay, let's see research-wise how well we're doing. I also need to see about our outsourcing. Okay, yeah, we're still current. So, let's see here. Once we get this set of stuff researched out, I think we'll be on our way to getting some spires, hopefully. Something other than a water reclamation spire. And then also, once this is filled up, we'll go on another planetary expedition. I don't think I want to place down another dome just yet. We do have a wider variety we can work with now, since we researched I believe it was, I don't remember what it's called, but the research thing that allows you to build bigger domes in the medium range. We'll leave these alone for now. Self-sufficient dome, I think, is best for this area. We still haven't found water in our scans yet, so it's kind of hard to place domes relying on resources. And quite frankly, we want to try and have them being mostly self-sustaining anyway, because the water resources and stuff are a non-renewable resource. So they will eventually run dry, like the concrete deposits and the metal deposits. Also, it would be nice to have the Martian University unlocked to begin building over here. I think if we place a nice large dome in this area with the university and some new research facilities, we could get a nice boost to our research. Go ahead and start skipping ahead. India has nearly completed a milestone. Firstborn. Way to go, India! We won't have enough dome comfort in order to beat them, I don't think, but why does that have to be something to be beaten? Congratulations to India. Having the first Mars baby. It looks like we're doing good on resources. Don't have to worry about the life supports, and we're generating a proficient amount of energy. I do need to check what's going on with this energy production though. These batteries are low, which typically means it's using more than what it's putting in. So let's go ahead and connect the electricity from the cement plant to the main dome, just so that any excess from there can be shared. Hypothermia?
Our colonists are suffering from hypothermia.
So it says that we need to get some heating going, but it's because the electricity is low. So we're gonna put it on pause. Let's definitely get these connected. Okay. And then let's also see about setting up some generators. Hopefully something that doesn't take a terrible amount of resources. Let's do solar panels because we have plenty of metal. And let's begin to place them on this side. I forgot to hold shift. I prefer games that let you place multiple by default, but just me. Each their own. Okay, we'll start a nice little solar field over here. Go, drones, go! I can't be a bad parent on Mars, too. I'm already a bad parent on Earth. Okay, luckily our two power grids are connected now. The power is going on the dome. We've got a couple solar panels up. So, crisis averted. Yeah, they're not gonna be too happy about that. India's definitely gonna beat us with that milestone. See how we're doing. Everything's fine here. Let's check our scans. Our milestones, see where we're sitting. So we do have scanned water. It's way over here though.
Research complete.
Wait, we've got first Martian born, it says. Hold on. Yeah, we actually beat India. Turns out nearly suffocating motivated someone to take that final leap. And we got supportive community. The baby made the community more supportive. Now let's just take a look here. See which ones we want the most. Let's just do the Sentry Tower upgrade. Let's get some of these lower cost things researched. There's nothing that is imperatively or inherently desirable right now, I think. So we'll just keep everything. And we get free supply pods. That's good. We can start making our next dome here pretty soon, I think. Because we're going to need a lot of polymers. A lot of the buildings and the dome itself require polymers. Let's just make sure there's no points of interest. This metal? Yeah, that's metal. I'm trying to keep my eye out for some natural polymer deposits. They are very rare, but they exist. And I just see a bunch of metal. We've got plenty of metal. We've got like all the metal almost. We're doing good. Let's get a feel of what's going on over here. So the drones are unloading the food. That's good over there. We're only about halfway on refueling our exploration ship. And these are not filling up as quickly as I would like. Quite frankly, it looks like they're not moving at all. So let's get some more solar panels down. Maybe even a wind generator. Let's see. Look at the specs. So this produces 10. This only produces 5. But this requires machine parts. And this only requires metal. I think it'd be beneficial right now just to place down some solar panels, because it would not put a burden on any of our resources. We've got plenty of metal sitting around the planet. We'll just get our gathering rover selected. And we'll go over here. I'm gonna go pick up some of that metal. We need more bars for the bar pile. Not really, but it's always good to have everything stocked up.
Sector scanned.
More metal! Metal everywhere. Metal for everyone. My insufficient food. I think this is just because we have a pretty high burden on the drones. We're getting to it, but I don't know why these drones are so idle. And it looks like my command rover drones are busy working on the solar fields here and unloading the ship. It's got 0 drones assigned to it. So I'm gonna need to borrow drones and make sure this guy's filled up. That still leaves us with Finn over here for the entire area. And then it gives us a more colony centralized drone commander with the full set of drones. So that should help negate some of this transportation problem we're having. Okay, good. It looks like our energy cells are starting to fill up. That's good. We want those ideally to be full before nightfall comes. I could also open these up to produce more energy in a pinch. However, I like to save that because it requires polymers to be repaired, and if you have it open, the time it needs for repairs, in between repairs, is drastically reduced. So we're going to try and leave those closed as much as we can. I was hoping we'd get fuel production in the skill tree pretty early on, but it looks like we're going to have to wait until some of the mid-tier stuff comes up. And fuel production is good not only for rockets, but it's because we need fuel in order to create polymers. But we also need the water resource to be good enough to run those fuel production facilities. Require water to run. So we also want to make sure we get moist evaporators. Let's take a look. It looks like I can upgrade these. Let's see what they would cost. So they cost polymers, and since we're pretty low and we're doing okay on water, I'm not going to mess with it. Looks like we've got full water tank, full oxygen tank. That's already upgraded. We can amplify this, but it's not necessary. We are producing way enough, concrete, so it's fine where it is, and we don't want to waste that polymer right now. As you can see, it's already going down with reparative cost. I really enjoy the Arriving Mars soundtrack, even without the radio stations. They did a really great job. And then some of the radio stations are just phenomenal. Always love some space synth. So right now, the resource we have the most of is concrete. And I think I'm going to go ahead and slow production off. I don't want to exhaust this too early. We don't need to waste the energy on it. And we've got more than enough concrete. Whenever we start going through it for new construction, we'll go back and maybe turn it back on. But for power management purposes, we'll only have it work at night. And that'll also help get our drone burden down. So that'll be nice. So we're doing good. Everyone's surviving. So they're taking their sweet time unloading food. That's okay, they've had other things on their minds. They've been working on these solar panels. They've also been doing dome tasks. Look at them go! God, imagine you're sleeping and just a giant tank with a face drives by your house. We're doing good on house space. We're gonna have to keep an eye on this now because we are having native born individuals, which will take up housing space over time. And we'll want to make a school soon. That way we can have some of them be specialized and go into specialized roles. If you don't have a university, they'll automatically grow up to be unspecialized workers, which is good. We definitely need plenty of them for our services. But later on, we're gonna need a plethora of specialized individuals to run the factories. So it's a good investment to have the university set up for the next film. Okay, we're still getting sponsor research, that's good. And I think after sustainable architecture is completed, we will start the Martian education. And this will be the university, or what unlocks the university. It's not a pressing matter right now, so we'll go ahead and continue doing researches. Ooh, trade route. Food for electronic parts. Well, we have plenty of food, and we need to hold on to these as long as we can. So definitely don't need those. Looking good. Our energies productions within the lines that I prefer. These are raising and they're not lowering in the middle of the night completely. So that'll get everything back in order. Help prevent us from getting the hypothermia warning again. Let's set up some scans. Looking good. Looks like we'll have the whole valley scanned here within the next few days, the next few sols. And then we'll start scanning up here. I'm not as pressed, I guess, to scan places up here because we can't really get up here yet. We have to build tunnels or have flying drones or have terrain you know, these guys. I don't know why I'm forgetting the word. Human language is hard. Rover. We'll have terrain rovers that can edit the landscape and get us to have ramps on the hillsides and stuff. So, since we can't really reach those places to harvest those resources yet, I'm not going to worry with them as much as the valley for now. So that's definitely where the focus is going to be. So we're doing good. Once we can get one of these filled up, which this one's getting there slowly but surely, we'll do a planetary exploration. Let's choose one. We could get resources out of it. It doesn't appear to give us any hint on what the resources could be. So this will give us a breakthrough, but we need 7 botanists, and I don't think we have that much. And this needs 3 geologists, and we definitely don't have any of those. Let's see. So, China's got a lot of polymers. Maybe we'll contact them and see about trade. They want food for metal, but we don't need metal at all. There's also these atmospheric ones, but we need a lot of resources that we just don't have for those. So, yeah. We'll go for the resources one once we're all fueled up. We're doing good on funding. If that gets into dire situation, there are some things in our research go take a look at that'll help give us a boost in
sector scanned.
Completely lost my train of thought. A boost in revenue. So, more metal. Surprise, surprise. Ooh, an anomaly. This is good. Oh, it's in a place we can't reach it. Let's take a look. I believe we do have tunneling technology. We do. Okay. So, first things first. We're going to put this in a place where it'll put us up here. And then get another entrance somewhere close by. Okay. And these need metal, concrete, and machine parts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Universal Depot. I'm going to place it down here. We're going to take our Commander rover. We're going to move it over here. And then our transport, we're going to have him load metal, and then we'll move it over to our platform here so that construction can begin. We definitely want to try and reach all the available anomaly points. Those are going to help us in the long run. China wants to trade concrete for food, but we don't need concrete. Is this? Nope. Sometimes asteroids will fall and they'll give you free resources. This one was just a atmospheric asteroid. And we're gonna go order him to unload the resources. You can see he carries 45. But we only need 20. So we'll just have him unload everything here. We could also use this later on. So they've got all the metal they need. Now we need concrete. So let's have him unload the metal. You know what, for now, just come over here while I figure out how to command you. Okay, there we go. We'll have him unload and then we'll have him bulk up on concrete. One building not working. Oh, okay, that's why. Production's just high. Since it is, we're going to load directly from the concrete instructor. And we got sustainable architecture, so things are going to take less resources to repair, and that's going to be big. Don't really need smart home. Let's go ahead and research this low G turbine. It's going to unlock some stuff further down the skill tree. Okay, he's not quite full. We're gonna have him load all the way to the top because we need 80 concrete. And then we'll have him unload over here. We're doing good on load time, so we're gonna try to go for a full 3 hours today. I'm checking the stream to make sure that the freeze doesn't happen like it happened in the last stream as well. I want you guys to actually get the content you're coming to see. Okay, I will get some more concrete. More metal and concrete in that sector that we scanned. Since we're moving up, I'm gonna start our scans up here. That was strange. It said a building wasn't working, but as soon as I came in, it started working. Okay, so now, same thing. Gonna go unload. That'll get our concrete. And we have enough machine parts. Once I get one of these taken off, I will get a supply pod. And we can actually order that since this is so close. Let's get a supply pod with polymer and machine parts. Mostly polymer because we really need that. Okay, so our rocket's ready for its expedition. Let's go ahead and go to our map. Yeah, the polymer resource is low, so we definitely send an expedition with drones. Since that required so many drones, I'm going to... Actually, there's enough left behind. So these need to come back. Okay, let's load up these machine parts. And these ones too.
Anomaly analyzed.
Yeah, we got polymer. We've got so many polymer for that. Let's get this down, get it taken care of, and order this guy to unload over there. Scrap this. So we're doing absolutely freaking phenomenal with the food. So much so that we're gonna have to get a second food depot. We are gonna place it still close to the dome. We're producing way more food than we're taking, which is a good thing. A good problem to have. Gotta wait for these resources to get cleared. While we're waiting on that, let's check our status over here. They're working hard. And they've got all the machine parts they need. So let's unload these in their proper place. This is almost done, so we'll be able to land this and get more polymers.
Research complete.
We also researched a new thing. Let's take a look. Drone prefab. So this will allow us to make more drones. The thing is, I think you need engineers in order to operate it. Yeah, it takes 3 engineers. And they take resources which are rare as well. They take the machine parts. So I'm not going to worry with... Oops, wrong one. Not going to worry with research. Let's go ahead and get our institute researched. And this is almost built. We're doing real good. Okay, got our first tunnel down. And it lets you quick view which exit it goes out of. Let's go ahead and get our drone commander back into place and get our explorer up in the new area. scan that anomaly. So it's really good that we were able to find that polymer deposit. Our sponsor is still funding us. We may... Ooh, 2 more anomalies. This is great news. So, once this guy is done there, we'll have him go research this anomaly.
Anomaly analyzed.
Cool. So that gave us a big chunk of research. We'll have him go scan that one over there. And then we'll go ahead and queue up the next section. I think we're going to explore this plateau with our next set of scans, since we have a bridge up here. Our poor loader. He's so dirty. Let's go have him collect some more metal just to replenish our stocks. We'll leave this here. And we'll have our unloader, once he's done pack it up. I think I'll have him collect those resources and we'll delete that, or remove that platform. Once we have a free landing platform, I should do after this one's done fueling up, we will also get another supply pod and we'll focus solely on getting machine parts in so we can replenish our stock there. Always appreciate a good autosave.
Anomaly analyzed.
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
I'm so glad you guys can hear the narrator this time. In the first episode, I thought I had the audio sorted out, and whenever he would speak, I'd be dead silent, so it would just be us staring at this together silently. Okay, so it says that there's new tech in the research screen: Martian-born adaptability, microgravity medicine. So let's go take a look at those. And find where they're placed. So this one says that they graduate faster if they're born from Mars. And they also have higher chance to gain perks. And then microgravity medicine allows us to get the medical spire. That one's interesting, so we may research that one if nothing new or interesting comes up through our current progress. So he's done getting his medal. Let's get him to load up from here. love that they added the animation of the panels following the sun. Such a nice touch. They're like sunflowers.
Research complete.
Okay, let's see what we got. Mega storage. Yeah, that'd be fine. We'll start up that. It'll allow us to store a lot more water and oxygen. We need to get rid of some food. Goodness. Let's go look and see if anyone wants food for just any resource. Oh, wow. So India will send us 50 polymers for metal. Oh, no. Wrong. They want 50 polymers for metal. Sorry. You can do. So they want machine parts. Okay, they want food for both concrete and metal, which we really don't need, but we need to get rid of some food. Let's come back once we once one of these is filled up. Let's contact India. Let's see. Oh, they don't want to. Let's try to do some peacemaking, exchanging of technologies. So far, no one's interested. No one's interested in what we got. Insult. Oh, we can just give people things. China's the worst off on food, so let's offer them. Oh, we don't have the rocket. We will offer them some food. Oops, wrong one. This one's really close to being filled up, so I don't know if I want to get rid of it and get some resources or get rid of some food. I guess we'll keep the food. What's going on? Concrete. Load it up. So luckily this is done. We're gonna salvage it. And let's move this guy. Have him unload the metals. And then... Oh, okay, we didn't need drones. But we were gonna have to move our commander over. So, I believe I tried to move. They must have pulled drones for the mission. Oh, meteor storm. Okay, where's it gonna take place? Okay, but where's it gonna take place? Usually, it shows you indicators on where the storm is gonna hit. I guess for now we just gotta live with it. I think what we're gonna do, what would be a good bet, once this is done, we'll send this back to Earth actually, and get a cargo rocket with a prefab fuel production facility and a moisture evaporator, and then we'll set up a fuel production depot. And I think that's going to be far more beneficial to our services right now. This dome's getting kind of cramped, but that's okay. We do have enough polymers that I could start building another dome, but I think we'll leave it be. Okay, one of these is ready for takeoff. Get out of here. Now let's get a cargo rocket. Prefab buildings. We want fuel refinery. And then we want a moisture evaporator. And then we're going to fill up the rest of the spots with some resources that we're needing. Let's go back and see if we can add any prefabs. Let's get a second refinery. And I think for every refinery, 4 is enough. 4 is definitely enough. And we'll just spend the rest on drones. So that'll get to us and give us a boost. So there's new anomalies. Let's take a look. If we send our explorer, we'll get a breakthrough, so we definitely want to do that the next time we're fueled up. The same thing here, we'll get research progress. We need 6 engineers, which I don't have for that one. That one's the one that requires geologists. And this one requires just 6 colonists, and it'll give us new technologies. So I think next we'll just do the ones that require the drones. And then we'll go for the one with the colonist up there.
Anomaly found.
Cool, we've got new anomalies. Let's get our explorer over to start scanning them. And this one, again, it's in a place where you can't really reach. I'm not too keen on spending that many machine parts again. So it could be really beneficial. I don't want to go over here right now because of the meteor shower. Luckily it's nowhere near our domes, but we don't want any of our drones or anything over there to get damaged. So I think for now we're just going to focus on this side.
Anomaly found.
We've discovered a magnificent vista at the site of the anomaly.
Okay, so it says 50 new applicants are available on Earth. The vista was so beautiful and inspired so many people to want to come to Mars. So let's just call our explorer home. I don't want him out there getting dusty and maybe getting damaged. I'll have him close by in case he needs repairs. Let's get this guy unloaded. Once we unload this concrete, I'll have them go take a look at the metals. The metals on offer on this fine planet. There's definitely plenty. Pretty good close. Looks like it's that group in there. That's those. And our prefab buildings are almost here. That's really good news. Woo! Hello, welcome to the stream. There is some minor lag, but I can chat with you in chat room as well. I have another device. So if the lag gets too bad, we'll still be able to communicate. Oh, this one had a lot of water in it. It is right next to that fissure though, so building a dome next to it is going to be hard. That's going to be for much later down the line. Okay, so take a moment here. Get a new research lined up. This one will allow us to create a machine parts factory. I don't want to build the machine parts factory before I have the electronics factory though, because they use the electronics. So we'll leave that one alone for now. Let's go ahead and get some funding under our belt just to be safe. And then let's get our fuel refinery set up that we just got in. So here's our moisture evaporators for it. It's probably in a different production. Yeah, here we go. So let's see. I want to leave this pretty clear so we can maybe get another dome over here soon. But I want it close to the pads we already have put down. Let's go ahead and place them in our original landing site. Oh, forgot to hold shift. Now refineries, you don't have to have them far apart to get their full production value. We'll set up a moisture evaporator collection farm spread out along these as well. Luckily, because they're prefabs, they're not going to take any of our resources. So let's go to water now. Get our evaporator prefabs in, and we don't want to interfere with the ones already supplying our domes. Let's make sure we get these spaced out. Just so that we can get full production, and I think we'll start with 3. And then what I'll do is I'll put a tank here in the middle to collect any leftovers. Now we are researching the large water, so we'll just get the small one started for now, and then maybe replace it later with the larger tank. Go ahead and get our pipe setup going for each of these. And then get our pipe setups for the fuel facility. Try to get this to look a little nicer. Okay, and I don't remember if these require power, so let's go ahead and just get it started. And we'll see where we can go. Luckily we boosted our drone supply. They do require power, so let's get their own power grid going. That way we're not siphoning off of the life support grids. And I think we are just gonna go with another solar panel farm. How much? They take 5 each on these, so we need 4 there. These also take 5. So we've got 3 here. So we need 7. I think I'll do 8 or 10 just so that we're at proper productions that we can store up energy resources on for later. So let's just try and get these kind of out of the way. So we'll start out with these 4. Oh yeah, we definitely have enough metal. Just lying around. That gives us our 7, 8. I'm gonna go ahead and do 10. I like to be over-prepared. You know, it's Mars. Better to be over-prepared. And then we'll also get down some battery. Okay, that'll get that started. Let's set up a cable network that'll actually take the power to these things. And I'm gonna just follow our piping network pretty closely. That's just a preference of mine. Down, a little closer. Then we also need to get some branches out for these ones. I was hoping to get a 2-for-1 there, but looks like it's not quite close enough to this one. Why does it not want to connect power to this one in the middle? That should connect power. Let's get rid of these excess ones and replace it down, because we really don't need all those extra cables down for no reason. Okay. So let's figure out... Yeah, all this should be good. And let's get those started. We'll leave these assigned to the rocket for now. Make sure all our water pipes connect. Yep, there it goes. So now we just need to get the power grid up and running. And there they go, boys! Rover's still collecting our transport rover. So we're good there. He's still getting metal for us. Oh, forgot to connect a pipe. Get our water pipe. See, they take 1 water. There's 4 of them. And it says total production on each of these is 3. So we're definitely going to have a surplus of water once all of these get to work properly. So it does say we are making below production demand. That's why this one's still needing water. So let's get down our 4th moisture evaporator. And one of our rockets is ready for takeoff, but we're going to use it for a mission, so we'll go back and look at him. But for now, let's just connect this here. We really don't need these to run at night, so let's just, whenever there's no sun, they're not going to be produced. And then let's get down a storage area for our fuel now. Nice little fuel depot. I don't want it so close to the mushrooms. Let's put it back here. And this one needs power. Let's get our cord running out there. And then we'll be at full capacity. Alright, let's go to our planet view. And let's go ahead and do the one with the Explorer, just because the Explorer is sitting there. Listen, the one that's ready. Off they go! Most of these drones are done working. I'm going to reassign them to our main hub. I'm also going to get our drone commander. See, it says it's at full capacity, but if I click on it... Oh, okay, it is. I lied. Before it was on 4, but I guess we bumped it up and I just forgot. Okay, transport's full. Let's get it to come unload.
Breakthrough discovered.
So we discovered our first breakthrough. Let's see. Research Lab and Hawking Institute upgrade. So this is definitely something we're going to want. So as soon as our roster is cleared up, we're going to definitely get this. It's going to increase our research points, and that's kind of what the entire game relies on. So this guy's filled up too. Let's go ahead and do another planet expedition. And let's get... Well, our Explorer's already off. He's still on his way back, I think.
Sector scanned.
Yeah, he's still on his way back. So let's do the one that just requires some random colonists to go. And we'll get that taken care of. And then once the other one lands and is refueled, we'll just send it off straight away again. We love you, autosave. I can't tell you how many times autosave has saved my ass. Especially working with an older laptop that has energy malfunction issues. Godsend. Oh, we got an award. We got just a free basic dome prefab. So since we don't have to use resources on it, I think we'll just go ahead and get our second dome down. So there's specific mission goals here that if we complete, this is where we got our prefab. We've got 30 colonists now. Once we complete these, we get specific rewards. These one gives us applicants. And this last one here gives us a mega dome. So we need to have 10 Martian-born specialists, though. That requires us to get the Martian Academy researched and placed. But we do have a new dome. So let's see if it won't let us place it right there in a second. Let's get this expedition taken care of. requires the engineers. That requires the geologist. Here we go.
Research complete.
So our sensors no longer require energy. So that's good. So our institute's there. Let's get our breakthrough research. We still getting our sponsor research. We don't need to renew that.
Anomaly analyzed.
Oh, we have new technology.
The barren environs of the red planet that meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Okay, so it got dome, bioscaping, micro-manufacturing, factory amplification, automated storage, emergency training, and dozer rover. The dozer is what allows us to landscape, and that is quite appealing because it would allow me to flatten out like this area to be able to put the dome down if it won't let me. So let's pause everything real quick, see if we can get our basic dome. So the thing about this is the extent of influence on my drone hub ends in this corner. I put it very precariously. And our rover is stationed here to help pick up some of the fringe space. I don't remember if we have the drone facility researched yet. Go find it. So we do. So let's just get a nice drone hub down. I don't want too much overlapping. Since we want our dome to kind of go there, let's just get it enough to where it can reach all of the supply pads. But enough that it covers its own area here. We can start building here, and we can also move our commander without fear of losing coverage. So we'll start with that. Let's get our dome. I want it pretty close right now because these aren't going to have tunnels. I didn't build them for, tunnel travel. So I just want it real close, like so. It'll also allow us to share resources with these solar panels. And so let's go ahead and start prepping this for resources. So let's get a moisture evaporator down. Down there. Let's see, this one has 2, so let's go ahead and do 2 as well. And there's no overlapping there. And then let's get Moxie down for our oxygen. We'll put it over here. And the one over here was enough to supply this small dome, so one should also be enough for this dome. Get our piping placed down, 2. And this may be able to get them all. And then here. Well, now we need to, whoops, accidentally placed down an improper pipe. We need to get some electricity infrastructure. So put this place down here. This place down here. and then I'm gonna have to move this drone commander to include at least this. We're gonna put this at highest priority. And he's just not quite close enough. Let's go around. You know, each of these little drones is the size of a person. This is just a roaming factory. It's like the size of this house. This 2-story house. Okay, so building's not working. Let's see what's going on. Okay, it's the building we know. Scientists. We are running out of scientists is what's happening. So it looks like a lot of colonists have been dying under our nose. We've got homeless colonists and jobless colonists. So definitely we need to focus on this dome. Let's open up see why these people aren't employed. He's an officer, so he should be able to slide into the officer. Medic should be able to slide into the hospital. Yeah, we've got plenty of spaces, so maybe these just need more time to load in. We probably had a batch of kids come in, and that makes no sense either for us to have 14 living spaces and 6 homeless people. So what happened was there was just a batch age up, and we need to give them some time to find jobs and houses. So we're gonna wait and do that. So this has returned. Let's take a look at our planet real quick. So this is preparing to go travel there. We don't have engineers at all on the planet. We don't have geologists. And we don't have that many botanists either. Our 6 colonists are back. So I bet that's why a lot of these roles were empty. The good news is our drones are hard to work away on our new hub, and then all this will get done shortly. And sure enough, these are within normal ranges now. No one's jobless, no one's homeless. We're doing good. And it looks like, despite me setting this to highest progress, they're also just starting on the dome. Okay, let's get some power over to our commander.
Anomaly analyzed.
So we scanned a planetary anomaly. It gave us 4,000. So yeah, that was a big research boost. It got 2 of our research things finished, so that's really great. Let's take a look at the new things we got. Micro manufacturing. Oh, we've already seen that. We could have automated large storage. Those take power. Those propulsion solar panels get cleaned. That's a good one. Let's get that. That'll reduce the repairs on it. We don't need a factory amplifier. We don't really have resource production to justify the Stirling generators. We can get an officer boost or a lower penalty for those who work in their proper or don't work in their specialization. Since I have everything marked for specialization, let's go ahead and do Officer training is actually a really bulky cost. Let's get Dozer Rover. It's a little cheaper, and it'll allow us to start some landscaping. Once this dome is built, it'll connect all these to the power grid. We're at -1 energy production at night though, so I want to try and get down another Stirling generator. We have the resources for it right now, and it'll help us with our overall night production, especially since this is going to suck up so much energy. Yes, we are aware the dome does not have life support. An important thing is to turn off this dome. And we're going to make sure... Yeah, we don't want anyone going in there right now. Because they will die. So we're just waiting for these to get completed. Let's get a water and a moxie storage. Here, since it's close. An oxygen tank. We don't want to block off access to the other pipe. Let's put it out here. Get pipes connected, where these places will be going. And let's put this rocket back down. Since we have everything that we need researched on the planet right now, I think I'm going to send this rocket off once it is completed refueling. And as far as fuel production goes, right now we're doing enough to fuel up quicker, but we're not really making enough for surplus. That may change later on. For now, let's just focus on getting some metal. I know there's a whole bunch over here on this side. Yeah, we'll have him finish this pile, and then we'll have him... there was a whole field of metal here. Yeah, we'll have him start getting all of these. Oh, this is a polymer! This is far more important, so we're gonna have him gather this. And then we'll just let him roam and collect whatever else he wants afterwards. Like I said, polymer is really rare, so we definitely need to get that scooped up. See how we're doing on our scans. So we don't have any more anomalies or points of interest that we need to send the Explorer on. So let's just move him back to our central commander center. Now there's 6 drones set here, so for the sake of the workload, I think I'm going to leave the commander here as well. I'll make sure these don't have any drones assigned to them. Okay, we're good there. We're still getting full research from our sponsors, so we don't need to up that yet. So now we can turn this on. We've got our life supports. And now we can start building in here. I'd like for each of them to have a different spire. So let's look at our research menu. We will leave these here for now. Once one of these slots becomes available, we'll get the medicine and we'll put it in here, the spire, and since we're going to do that, I'm not going to get a hospital to place down in the dome. Because the spire will act as its own infirmary. Let's get apartments placed down. And it looks like there is just enough space here to add another dome in the future. So I'm going to leave one of these corners empty so we can branch out with the tube instead of having them run across the train at each door. So we'll start out with just the one apartment building that gives us 24 residency slots, and we still have 8 in the other dome. Since we are near the research booster area, we are going to get down, I think, some research focused buildings. We have enough production, so I think we're good on that for now. Let's just get a school so they can get traits, university so we can start specializing individuals that were born on Mars, and then let's get a nursery and a playground too. This is just going to be the Education and Learning Center. Great place to raise the family. Let's get a park. And a fountain over here. And I already forgot. Let's get rid of this and we'll put the school down in this area so we can have a proper tube on that section. And then let's get down some services that I think every dome should have. Definitely have its grocer. We'll do a small bar. The music got really ominous for no reason whatsoever. Everything's fine. Stop being threatening. Down a diner. Let's go ahead and get a security building. And for now, I think we'll leave it at that for this time. We're doing good on power production at night now as well. And it looks like we are in desperate need of some specialists around here. I think we can get there once we get all this built. We are going to need polymers, so let's see if either of these close. Yeah, they're both close. So let's go ahead and order our cargo rocket and bulk up on materials. Try to get everything as close to the 50 range as possible. Let's go ahead and get 8 more drones. We don't need a safari. I'm not really looking to bring tourists on right now. So tourists will be a good source of revenue later on. I can get prefabs at some of these production facilities. Let's go ahead and get a polymer production facility. That's going to be important. Now we've got the fuel to support it. We can start there. And let's get 2 Stirling generators. And let's go ahead and get small machine part, small electronics factory, just so we can have those prefabs set and good to go. And then we'll just load up on whatever resources we can. It looks like we're at our money limit. Because it won't let me add any more. So let's just get the most we can. And then launch. We're doing good on some research. Okay, outsourcing. We can still outsource. We definitely need to start doing that. There we go. That'll give us a nice production boost in our research. Right now, the research buildings are producing at 0 because there's no one there at night, and we don't have a genius colonist boost. Let's get that going. So we're good. We're expanding. I really want to wait until we have the Mega Dome and put it right here. There's not a lot of places where you get this kind of space. So Mega Dome area is definitely going to be here. But we can definitely get our 2 smaller setups here. So we've got 32 slots. We are going to need to bring in some more colonists. And I do have the small factory prefabs coming in. Let's get one of these rockets this ready. Alright, let's get this one off. So once we get our prefabs down, I think I could get the small factories in these 2 places. I believe one of them requires precious metals though, so we'll take a look at it. USA no longer offering food for electronics. This one's ready to go. I think we're going to keep it here until otherwise needed. With that, we've been going an hour and 40 minutes. I'm going to take a quick break, just a small one, check on him, and I'll be back. It'll only be a moment or 2, so we'll see you then. we're back. Ham's fine. Okay, let's get rid of this. So I believe here, yes, it'll auto specialize individuals into open positions. So we will not need, unless we want to specifically focus on a group, we will not need to mess with it. And our cargo rocket's here. Let's get it down. Transporter stopped. Let's get him collecting these metals. It was just one little polymer. One little polymer in the corner. Okay. Here they go. They're off. I am going to go ahead and reassign these drones to our new manager. That way we have plenty over here. Yeah, that one already had 28, so it's doing good. So this is completely emptied now. We'll set it off. We'll only keep the one rocket. So let's take a moment. Let's look at the prefab factories that I've got in. So this produces machine parts from metals. This creates electronics from rare metals, which we don't have a facility for. We won't have until we get a flight transporter. And then a polymers factory, which does require workers. So I'm going to get down the polymers factory. And we're going to set it down the door of the facility is over here, so let's kind of keep it close. But in a position where it can gain access to water and everything. I think right here is fine. Let's get our resources connected to it. And then it'll also need electricity. So I'm going to go through and set all these to specialized or non-specialized only. And then also look at the pool. Yeah, these traits are fine. Leave it there. Kind of get these powered down to just specialist. And now I think we can do a... I was checking to make sure our larger passenger load was completed, or had completed being researched, and it was. So we can get a new colonist rocket. And let's see what they gave us. They gave us plenty of no specialization, which is good. Plenty of botanists, 2 scientists, and 2 officers. Well, these are good. Let's trade out some of these no specializations. Go to my filters and turn off everything but tourist. I'm going to get rid of some of these. I got rid of one of my scientists, so I'm going to pull that over. It gave me 3 engineers and 2 geologists. I think I'm going to get another engineer. Okay, and that's good. We'll go ahead and launch that. And our new colonist will be here shortly. Now I believe here the specialized workers for here are engineers. And they'll produce polymer from extra fuel. US wants to trade food for machine parts. Or, circuitries. There's a new anomaly to scan, so we're going to send our explorer, and it looks like transport's filled up, so let's get them to come unload. Mega storage is completed. Let's just knock out some real low cost. Whichever one's the lowest cost, we'll get it. So it's this one. Let's get some mega storage areas down, just so we can have the extra storage if we need it. So for the water, let's actually get it connected to both domes. So we'll put it here. And then same with the large oxygen tank. Let's try and get it in a space where it can service both domes. Get our piping down. In a place where it can be connected to both domes. Alright, take off.
Anomaly analyzed.
New tech available.
Barren environs of the red planet that meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Okay, so I got arcology, which I believe gives us a new spire. Atomic accumulator, which is a energy producer. Battery optimization, which is an upgrade. Biome engineering, I'm not sure what that one is. Martian Institute of Science, we really want that one. And topology AI. So let's go take a look. So topology AI drones work faster on landscaping. The Martian Institute helps get us research. We definitely want it, and we want it to replace our existing research facilities as well. So we'll get that queued up. just as soon as we get a cleared space. It's highly important. Our ecology gives us a apartment spire, and that's really great for the larger domes. It helps clear up space for other facilities. So this can wait until we research mega domes, I believe. We also have this drone battery capacity optimization now, which would be good. They go longer without needing to charge, and it reduces their workload burden a bit because they don't always have to stop and charge. So for now, we can't do much. We'll just continue on.
Sector scanned.
No resources in that sector. Let's get our explorer back. And let's go out for some more metal collection. Oh, there's a whole bunch just right here. Let's get them to get the closer ones first. And let's go ahead and look at our scans. Just get a couple more queued up. And our new tenants have arrived. Let's take a look here. This is really close to getting filled up, so let's get a new one in. Get a new large dumping site.
New colonists have arrived.
Our new colonists are here. Let's send off this excess rocket. Auto saving.
Sector scanned.
New anomaly. Let's go take a look. Okay, we're gonna wait for people to get into some jobs.
We gather here today to bid a final farewell to one of our finest.
So it looks like our last founder has died. So now we're on people who were born here are brought here and later. Okay, still 5 that need jobs. So let's go around. Mostly botanist and a geologist. No, because let's get these to be specialized only. The botanist should fill up the space. Now the geologist, let's go ahead and begin a metal extraction here. I believe they won't come over here though, that's my fear, until we've got a drone transport unlocked. Well, let's go ahead. Anyway? Yeah, it's too far from a dome, so they wouldn't be able to perform their extractions there. So let's try and find some other facility. I really believe extractors are the only ones they can be in, so we're going to have to get them into some other roles.
Research complete.
So we got 1,000 points for that one, so that's good. That freed us up a space. We also got this new spire as well. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start micromedicine. I'm actually going to boost that just so we can get a spire into our new dome. We will leave this, the upgrade for the research, because obviously that's going to be more beneficial to us. I can't believe that whole time I thought we were outsourced, but we were running on really low research power. So this is still laden with too much food to send off, unless I want to wait for those to get done. Let's go ahead and get a food resource pad put down at the new dome. That way our drones won't have to go as far, and it'll help relieve some of the spacing issues.
Sector scanned.
Got a new anomaly. Let's go take a gander. Let's see here. Let's try and get as much metal as we can from the environment. Close by.
Research complete.
We got that completed. Let's try and get the lower resource things taken care of. Let's unlock these planetary anomalies. That'll give us a little more to do. Which buildings aren't working? No, they don't have people. That's fine. Let's get the shifts down. And then here, this is what we'll do. We will despecialize these places.
Discovered.
And spacebar will only be open at night. This bar will only be open at lunch. Or at this restaurant. Oh no. Is it real Soylent Green? Yep, bodies of dead colonists are converted to food. Ugh. Just ugh. It's not even one we need. We've got plenty of food. Don't eat the people. Get more resources around here. Looks like we're pretty tapped out. We're gonna have to go far away now. we're doing good on resources. Let's go ahead and get our explorer back home. Okay, so we're producing 2 polymers a day. A little over 2 polymers. Let's take a look at these. They're coming along nicely. These will be integral to our life support systems. If anything goes wrong, they're really going to help bolster the padding we have to correct the problems. We could also start trying to terraform a little bit. Let's look at what we got going on. We can't really see anything right now. And there's nothing in way of production buildings that'll help us change the environment too much. So we're fine for now. We're doing so good. I'm better at taking care of Martians than I am people from Earth. This blinking thing here is really messing with my OCD. Can we not? Can we just not have it blink? One more metal. Let's check on our rover. He's almost full, but since it's got more space, let's try and find a little bit more metal back in here. So everything's doing excellent. We've got children coming up in the school. Playground's getting some use, that's good. We don't want to open all these up. We don't want to lose all of our unspecialized workers and then have them work in like the grocery store. I don't think that's fair to them. And the migration feature isn't exactly worked out. As you can see, there's botanist that will not go to this dome for work only. This guy's full. Let's go back home. Have him unload. Everything's in excellent shape. Let's check our payment production is fine. The new spire is done. So let's go do another thing up and then we will We'll go build this. Okay, and then this will be our medical spire. Here comes the transporter. Which is good because we were out of middle. And then let's have him unload his one polymer. Alright. Onward and outward. I'll have him continue his efforts.
Resources are low.
Looks like we're doing good. And here we go. Let's get specialized workers only. This will start producing medicine. Now we can get another colonist rocket in to help pad these numbers, but we don't have a lot of residential space. Okay, we just have those two age up, so they'll go on to other roles here in a minute. Let's open up some places for them to work.
Sector scanned.
There's a lot of water in that sector. I gotta unpin this rocket because I don't know if it'll let me. Some items you can pin and some you can unpin. It looks like we have to deal with the internal blinking. So we need to do our outsourcing again. Boot up. Our little rover is full again. Let's have him come back after autosave is done. Now these, right now it may seem like they're just taking up space, but these waste stones can be used in building landscaping projects later on. So we do have use for them later on. Just until then, we gotta store it. It's another reason I turned production of cement down. We don't want too much excess waste rock building up too quickly before we can use them. Because until then, it will take up a bunch. I think I'm gonna go ahead. I don't know if I want to specialize these people in a specific area. can't see what they're being trained for, but they are fixing to graduate, so let's not rob them of the degree that they're currently trying to achieve. We do need mostly officers and medics at this point. Just because that's most of the spaces we have. Okay. Send you out again.
Research complete.
This is sanatorium. If colonists experience a break, they can go there, or they can also go there to remove flaws. It is a spire that we can put in later domes. I think I'm going to get deep scanning. And it is working on our terraforming rover next. I am very tempted to just send this rocket away. But I won't. I'll just endure. Because we will need it in the future, and I know we'll need it. Okay, we're almost full on our storage of fuel. So let's go ahead, reduce production. We'll have 2 in the morning, in the middle of the day, and we'll keep it down there because our polymer factory is not using enough fuel to take in what we're putting out.
Sector scanned.
So close. Almost there. So far, one person has graduated. And we are really in need of medics and officers. I wonder how it determines who does what degree, or if it's just a random assortment. Again, our rover, our transporter. Let's take a look at our skill tree for a second, our tech tree. Need to try and see if we have. We're going to need to advance in the robotics field so we can unlock the drone transporters. That way we can move people to the metal extractors even though they live in domes away from the worksite. Because we are going to need to get rare metals and normal metal production up pretty soon. So let's get rid of subsurface heating in favor for this battery optimization feature. Now these things here I really want to get, so we're just going to leave everything as is. And I also want to boost our terraforming tree, so since that's pretty much done, we'll leave it there. China trading cement for food. Let's just go to planetary view and do some trading. Let's just gift excessive resources we have. So China needs food. Let's just offer them food. I can get another food spire, maybe in this space. Later on, there's a research tech that we can research that'll give us 3 different types of crops. And that would increase overall happiness, I believe. Overall morale. The problem is it's in a skill tree section that we don't really need to be researching it right now. He's got his middle. Bring him over to unload. Dozer's complete. So that's good. Let's see. It unlocked greenhouse. So let's go ahead and set that for research. And it'll help us start our path to terraforming the planet. Now let's go and see about getting our rover. Yeah, we have enough. We have enough resources. Let's just place them here. And then I think what we'll do is we'll just use him to make a ramp to this side. Yeah, so now we can do some terraforming. Pause real quick. Landscaping. Ramp. And let's try to get it. You have to have a flat terrain to start on, and a flat terrain to end on. Do it like this. And then we'll send him to work on it. We'll also get our drone commander to lend his hand. Let's go ahead and also get a waste rock dumping ground nearby. And let's see what other options we have in landscaping. We can change the surface. We and create different rock formations. That'll help us get rid of our waste rocks. And you can change the look on it, I believe, somewhat. And if you do place it, it will give you a bit of a boost effect in certain areas. Yeah, we can change with the bracket key, we can change the look. And if we hold control, we can see which places it's affected. We won't do that. Party. So the door to the command room opens and you're hit by the loud noise. A party. A small group of people talk and laugh while others dance to the groovy music. Someone sees you and the music stops abruptly. Everyone is looking slightly guilty. Why? I expect the maintenance and efficiency reports on my desk. Nope. What is it? A party? Who gave it? No. Smile and wave, and then leave them and leave them have it their own way. I think that was supposed to be let them have it. The secret boost stash is in the locker. You have to admit your team needed to vent off some steam. You join the argument of engineers about some nuts and bolts, then discuss the hilariously crafted fake hypothesis of the scientist, and even taste some of the allegedly hangover-free moonshine of the botanist. Who knows? There may be a grain of truth there. Next morning, you wake up with a smile and a light heart, plus 15 comfort for all calls. I don't understand the restrictions against fun that a lot of human workplaces have, when it's proven that if humans have fun, often and frequently, they're very productive. It seems counterintuitive. China will scan planetary anomaly in 2 days. I guess maybe that's something I'm supposed to beat them at? Unclear. Let's send her over or transport her to gather resources. He says, now this project is going to take a little bit of time. Maybe not as long as I thought it would, because it does have this center helping them. So I guess if I don't do these projects, that the other colonies can do it, and maybe take it away. So I think I'm gonna send an expedition. I have geologists just sitting around. There aren't available rockets to send. That's right, I'm trading with China. Once our rocket comes back, we'll go send our geologist off to that one planetary anomaly. Look at all this polymer! Holy crap! So much polymer.
Sector scanning.
It was there the whole time and I never knew. So it looks like the other graduates went out. It's hard to tell where they went because we need specialists everywhere.
Research complete.
Okay, let's see. We can do this one. It takes fuel, I believe, for the import greenhouse gases. Yeah, that'll help us later on with terraforming. Okay, in like 3 seconds when this guy's fueled up, we will get on the road. It does look like I am going to have to fill this colony space with housing units if that gets too close to 0. And it looks like our ramp is done. So let's send a research rover to scan that anomaly. And then let's check out our overall scans. And let's get our rovers back to school. Just to get taken care of. Let's get this guy to unload. And we're doing good on metal again. Get this ready. I don't have enough engineers to go to that position. I don't have enough medics for that one. So we'll do Swan Lake. So they'll load up here in a moment. Not enough colonists.
Anomaly analyzed.
Here's one. There's two. I only have 2 geologists. Okay, we're gonna have to cancel this. And let's take a look at our map. We may have enough botanists for this. Let me go look at the loadout again. So I do have 7 botanists. I only have 4 engineers. I have 6 medics. So since we have enough botanists, it wants me to wait until this is unloaded completely. Okay. That will say. We gained quite a beefy amount of research points. Looks like the outsourcing is running low, but it's not quite in a place where we can order more yet. And we're gonna have to wait until it fades. There we go. Okay. I think we're good. Let's move this guy here. Rovers are nicely lined up. Ready to go when needed.
discovered.
So we've got this breakthrough called Hive Mind. Residents in the arcology get a bonus to work performance based on the number of unique perks and specializations of colonists living in the arcology. So basically we need to have the arcology research and the spire put down in order for this to give us a boost.
Sector scanned.
Okay, no resources in that one. Look, China can have it. I don't care. We have another pocket. Bring our botanist back. That. Again, I don't think I have enough engineers. Yeah, I did need 2 more, and there's no way that's gonna happen. There, okay. Let's see if there's any other missions we can go to, though. You can go to this one. We'll go ahead and send that one. Let's go collect resources here. Look at those polymers and metals. Ugh. So they do pretty good chaining nearby loads, but there is a radius. They will not load up other things after a certain distance. Which really makes me wish I could have played this with the automated mod, because there's no reason to be micromanaging these rovers like this. It's just not how it would be in real life. So we can do tasks by holding shift. We can send them after specific points. And then he should collect these, but he'll probably be full by then. China has scanned an anomaly. India will scan it. 4 engineers, we could actually do that. We have enough. So let's go do that once we get our rocket back.
Research complete. Anomaly analyzed.
So, got 2,000 for our planetary anomaly, which helped get us that institute. Go ahead and this little subsurface heater. Okay, let's go meet India. And I don't know where these drones were pulled from, so we're just gonna leave them at the rocket. They'll reassign themselves accordingly. And it looks like I am gonna have to get in another set of apartments here. So I'm just gonna do that real quick.
Sector scanned.
Actually, I just want to change the appearance of that one. They're not all completely uniform. That's no. Okay, let's get this unloaded. Queued up. Looking good.
Anomaly analyzed.
There's more to the barren environs of the red planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Okay, so water conservation system, Mars VOD, nuclear fusion, rover command AI, Martian festivals, and terraforming subsystems are unlocked. So we get funding from the sponsor for that one. Water conservation system. It reduces water consumption by 50%, which is good in a place where we're having troubles getting to water resources. Building construction cost in metal and concrete reduced by 20%. Always good. Rover Command AI. The RC Commander starts with 4 additional drones. Command limit is increased by 12. Unlocks automated mode for RC Explorer and RC Transport. Thank goodness, that's definitely what we need. I'm sorry, subsurface heater, you're never gonna get researched. We don't really need it, so it's not really imperative. So this is full. The water one's still slowly filling up. That building's just not working because all of our engineers are in the space. Okay. I believe there was another planetary anomaly we could find. Let's wait until we get the refueling process on this started. Otherwise I won't recognize that it's ready to be used on the planet. Okay. Let's go take a look at our anomalies. So we can send 8 random crew there. We can send 5 botanists there. 7 random crew there. I don't have enough geologists for this, and I don't have enough medics. We'll ignore those ones. And just focus on these 3. Yeah, let's send the botanist for breakthrough. So our energy protection at night just got really poor. We do have a fabricated... Yeah, we have 2 Stirling generators. So let's get that one of those placed down. Luckily we produce enough in the daytime to support everything. We'll get our buttons back here in a little bit. Let's go get some polymer.
Sector scanned.
We'll have them gather that one. This one. And just whatever else they feel like.
Breakthrough discovered. Research complete.
Okay, so let's see. Whoops, didn't mean to select that. Okay. Unlock rare trait, Empath. Empaths raise the morale of all colonists in the dome. You affect stacks with other empaths. So, not really necessary right now. Let's see, we've got more decorations. Our decorations increase service comfort. Martian-borns don't take sanity damage when working in outside dome buildings. VR Workshop, a vocation building that allows colonists to experiment with virtual reality. Consumes electronics. We don't... electronics. Let's get... We've already got these 2 on our belt, so let's see what we unlock further down here. We've got these 2 on the list as well. So let's go ahead and research one of these border columns that we don't have. I guess subsurface heater. We've been putting it off long enough. So we've got deep scanning now. So if we go to our scanning menu, we can begin scanning in more places. And I'm going to go through here and erase all these. And we're just going to deep scan our territories down here in the ditch real quick. Nister back. And there were 2 others we can do. So we're gonna wait for this one to come down. And then we'll queue up our next adventure. Even with our polymers factory and our back-to-back expeditions, we still have so much fuel. Let's see here. So officers seem to be the vocations that are filling up the most. Go check these buildings, and let's just spread them out to make sure we have an officer in every ship. And we can do this by, if we get rid of him, he will go and fill a shift somewhere.
Sector scanned.
This here we have 9 unemployed, so 9 botanists. We definitely have places for botanists to go to. Let's go see what this anomaly is. And it looks like our outsourcing's waning. We will take care of that in a moment.
Anomaly analyzed.
Says 7 colonists are homeless. We're gonna wait for this to pan out. These will probably sort themselves out here in a moment because we have plenty of residential slots. Gained 21 polymer. I'm going to delete this after we have the Hawking Institute research. Before I go bulldozing anything, let's see what size that building is. So it does take up a whole corner. I think what we need to do then is get a odd-shaped dome. They don't have space for spires. Let's get this down here. We don't have space for spires in these odd-shaped domes, but that's not really a necessity. We need some other facilities. The problem is, I don't think we can get it within the same research buff area. I think for now, we will leave it as it is. We will upgrade the research facility here. We definitely need more scientists. We need so many more scientists. I'm going to switch this specialization to scientist. Okay, so we got polymers. Which building is it? Oh, this one.
Anomaly analyzed.
We'll go ahead and turn it off for now.
There's more to the barren environs of the red planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Okay, so we got growth stimulators and conservation land. Raising the ground via landscaping costs less waste rock. Okay. Where was the other one? Oh, I guess it was also here. Vegetation grows 50% fast. We don't need either of these quite yet. Let's get in our next expedition. Off they go. And hopefully once this is done, we'll have 5 scientists. Which would be good. Let's also go... We can boost our outsource now again, I believe. Yes, we can. Got more metal. So far, that's the only thing our deep scans have shown is a new metal deposit. Get some more deep scans chained in.
Anomaly analyzed.
Okay, we got 35 metal from that planetary anomaly. So we're coming along. What needs to be repaired and why isn't it getting done? Needs metal.
Sector scanned.
The resources. So since we got scientist in that boost, let's get medics in the next one. See what planetary anomalies we have left. The one that requires the geologist we don't have. The one requires 6 medics. See where we are right now. We have 6 medics. So let's go ahead and send the Mars expedition. I don't know where the officer went. It went quick. He was unemployed. Geologist. Okay, first of all, get the scientist out of here. No, you guys, no. Get out of here. Now they're supposed to travel between domes for work. But I guess maybe they only do that if we have the tube. And unfortunately, everything I've set up for here doesn't lend for that kind of setup.
Anomaly analyzed. Research complete.
Okay, so we got a bunch of new stuff in our research tree. Lake crafting, that'll be nice. We got our new research completed. And have biorobotics workshop. Art workshop. Research amplification for the lab and stuff. So let's go ahead and get that. And everything else is good there. So let's give this some time for this, for the colonists coming back to settle into their positions again. Because I'm sure that's why. Specifically 6. Once they return, they won't be homeless or jobless. till we get that one going. Okay. And I think, uh-oh, what happened?
Today was a tough one. We lost one of our founders.
Oh, I thought they had already all passed away, but I guess it was just the first death was the original notification. So this founder has passed due to old age. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and save and end it here for today. And then next time we come around, we'll continue work on everything, and hopefully we'll have some terraforming stuff unlocked. We can begin terraforming. Hopefully we'll get down to mega domes pretty soon. I think what we might do is go ahead and do a medium dome here, and that'll really help us significantly. So let's do that next time. Let's have a medium dome build up, and we'll continue on. So that's all the time that we have for today. But thank you guys so much for coming by and checking us out. We'll be back next week, Monday with art, Tuesday with music, Wednesday and Thursday with working. So until next time, have fun, space friends!